So what we're gonna do is we are each going to draft the 5 worst smells in the world. Okay, that's what we're gonna draft. And so
David can't wait.
And so David, you're gonna have to keep score, and you'll tell us who wins, who has like the 5 worst smells. So basically, we're competing for worst smells in the world, and we'll see who wins. So I don't know how we're gonna start this. You want to pick a starter, rock paper scissors? Do you want to just kind of, who do you want to go first? Who's gonna get the first pick?
First pick. Big pick.
Chris, you
Chris,
get to
go
choose
first pick. Thanks. Look at that guy. Yeah, there you go.
Okay. So
first
and this
pick.
is like our preference, like the things like that we.
Yeah,
The
we
worst
also
smells.
want to win.
But I want to win. Yes.
Yeah,
Okay. So my number 1 pick for the worst smell in the world. Cat pee.
Cat pee. Yes.
If anybody has owned a cat, which I don't recommend.
I've never. For
but
moral reasons.
I have one. Well, it's really my daughter adopted it, but sometimes the cat, I don't know why, it pees on things.
Yeah.
And when a cat pees on something, like, just take it out back and burn it.
Yeah.
You're never gonna get the smell out. It's the worst smell. I mean, it's horrible, horrible, horrible smelling. And we've had it happen a couple times, and like trying to clean that up, and like, it's a nightmare.
It's horrendous.
So I hate that smell. So that's my first pick.
So with the number 1 pick of the worst smells in the world, you're going with cat pee.
Cat
That's
pee,
good.
yes.
That's really good. We're gonna snake this, Royce. You get to go first. That's a good one. That's not on my list. I feel good about my list. What you got, Royce?
My top pick for worst smell is vomit.
Vomit. That's really good. I like how you said it, so I'm like vomit.
And specifically, vomit in your car.
Oh, yeah.
gosh.
That ain't going anywhere.
So, quick story about that.
Uh-oh.
Our family, we were on vacation for 3 weeks. We just got back from Europe about a week ago. And we rented this van.
Oh my goodness.
And
Yeah.
we were in Italy. And this was 4 days into our trip. And we're taking this short half-an-hour drive from our place to this place we were going to get to a train station. What I didn't know was that it was all uphill, downhill, switchbacks, beautiful views of the sea. But I don't know, I thought I was going pretty slow, but it wasn't slow enough for the
Apparently
kids.
not.
And so I can see the parking lot, and then I hear, Dad, I don't feel good.
Oh no.
So we're like, we're almost there, hold it.
I'm like, come on, buddy.
So my son throws up.
How old is he?
He's 7 years old.
Okay.
All over his Kindle Fire that he's been watching the show on.
Oh no.
And then we're literally pulling into our parking spot, and my 5-year-old sitting right next to him throws up all over her car seat. And so, had to clean all the stuff out, throw out the clothes, and
How long did the stench stay in the car? That's pretty bad.
we Febrezed that thing multiple times
Yeah.
every day. But even a week later,
It's still-
we're on this vacation in this van. You still get that whiff every once in a while.
Hope you have good insurance. They're gonna be calling you up on
That's
that.
my
man.
worst
That's
smell.
That's like not only a bad smell, but I can't see. I don't know about you. I can't see if I would have thrown up. If my kids, I'm throwing up. Everybody's throwing up. It's really bad. So okay. So I'm gonna go with this one's a little bit OG for my number 1 pick. Okay. And this is just me being self-aware. One of the things I realized during this pandemic, we have to wear a mask. Is like it's like did you ever put on a mask when you hadn't brushed your teeth? So I'm gonna pick your own bad breath under a mask. Anybody
Yeah,
know what I'm
that's a
talking
good
about?
one. That's a
like
good
the
one.
one day I went to Kroger and I had the mask on. You know, it was early in the morning to pick up something. I was like, this is disgusting. I'm never like, now I just take gum everywhere because I'm like, if it's that bad to me, it must be 10 times as worse to other people. And so I think I'm gonna pick your own bad breath under a mask. You don't look that impressed. I'm already
Oh
losing
no,
my mind.
I feel you.
You feel me? Okay, thanks. I appreciate that. All right, let's fly through this. Chris, what you got? Number 2 pick.
Number
Worst smells in
2
the
pick.
world.
Now this one's going to be controversial.
Okay.
Because I find it to be extremely offensive, but many don't, and that is vinegar.
Vinegar. Okay.
I
think
hate the
vinegar's
smell of
disgusting.
vinegar.
Yes.
And so what often happens is my wife will clean things with vinegar, and I'll come home, and it will be hours later, and I'll come in and I'll be like, vinegar was used here. and it drives me nuts all night long. And like, so now when she has to like go outside and clean things in vinegar because I hate the smell of it.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna say you just go back and re-clean everything she just
No,
cleaned again.
no,
You're
I
like-
wouldn't. Come on, I mean.
You're like, I don't care that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, okay, Vinegar Royce, what you got for your number 2 worst smell in the world?
My number 2 is dead animals.
animals.
Dead
Oh,
animals.
gosh.
Just period. Over. That's a little morbid. Everyone's like,
Are you routinely walking up to dead animals
I
and
know.
smelling them?
Like
So
dead dog, dead sheep.
I smelled it this summer, and I was reminded of the smell.
It's bad. Yeah.
What kind
That's
of
a good
animal are
one.
we talking here? Are we talking like
Okay, so I was taking the trash out. We were still in Europe at this point, and I took it out to the trash can flip lid, and as I open it, there's a dead cat.
Oh.
cat?
No.
You know
Like
what?
bagged and put in the trash
It
can.
could you see it
probably
in the
peed
bag?
on
I
something,
didn't even-
and somebody threw it in there.
That was the final straw.
I didn't
Yeah.
even put my trash bag in that trash can. I walked and found another one, but
Oh, it was disgusting.
It was that
Dead
bad.
cats? Whew. That's crazy. That's good. Are you getting these, David? You getting these? These are pretty good. And so,
unfortunately.
I'm not feeling so good about my draft so far, but I put cheese. This is good and bad cheese. Cheese is disgusting. I cannot. Not only do I not like cheese, I mean I'm lactose intolerant, so that kind of helps there. But I cannot stand the smell of cheese. Like if you put cheese on a sandwich and then take it off and then give me the sandwich, I can't even eat it just because of the smell. I think cheese smells really gross, and I think you Americans are just used to it. And
Yep.
you know, it's kind of like when you have something in your house and you don't see it anymore because you see it all the time. I think that's what's happened in America. So leave it to the foreigner to let you guys know that your cheese is disgusting.
I'm so
I'm
sorry
gonna go with the smell of
that you
cheese.
don't like that smell.
Bad cheese is bad, but good cheese I think is bad too. So Chris, all right, we got a few minutes. Let's do
My
lightning
my
round.
third pick is, and there's a quick story. So my third pick is similar to Royce's, but it's specific. Dead cows.
Cows.
So
Okay.
one summer when I was in high school, I worked on my uncle's dairy farm, and there was a heat wave, and a cow had died out in the field, and we had to go get it. And we go up to this, and it's horrible. And my uncle grabs the legs to like lift it up
Oh,
and put it on
no.
the truck, and the legs came up,
No, it didn't.
but the cow remained. And the smell was just.
That's so disgusting. How long had the cow been out there?
We didn't know for sure because it just, yeah. So,
That's disgusting. That's
Dead cows.
Really bad. Dead cows. Now I have that stuck in my mind.
yeah, sorry.
Right. Okay, my third pick is as a homeowner or a car owner, any smell that you know is going to cost you money.
That's good. That's creative.
You start
okay.
the car and you smell like
That is pretty
antifreeze
good.
or smoke or whatever. That's
Good one.
That's
That's
one
a-
of
that's
my
a
worst
really
That's a
good one.
value pick right
That's
there.
a very good pick. I feel like I might as well just quit this game because I took this a little too literally. So you guys are destroying me. I put other people's wet dogs. Okay, you know what I'm saying?
But not
there's
your wet dog.
No, because when your dog, I mean, I love dogs. If my dog's wet, I'm like, oh man, look how cute this dog is. You know, like, hey, doggy. But is there anything worse than when you go to someone's house and their dog's wet and it has that wet hair smell and you're just like, you're cute, but this is disgusting. Get away from me. So yeah. All right, you can tell us real quick before we go on break, who's the winner?
Oh, yeah.
Worst smells in the world?
I have to go with Royce.
You have to go with Royce. Okay, I'll give him a hand, Royce.
Good
What
job.
does he win?
Good job.
Nothing. Congratulations, Royce. You win nothing except honor the
All
title
right.
of winning.
I'll take it.
You'll take it. Okay, so we're going to take a quick break, and then we'll come back. We've got 2 more segments. See you soon. Woo! Now we are back and ready. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. Hey, I wrote a book, in case you missed it. If you don't have it yet, why is that funny? I don't know why that's funny. I wrote a book. It's just shameless plug. I wrote a book. Okay, it's Late Night with Sammy A, and so I get talking about my book. All right, I know why you're laughing. But if you like to laugh, check out my book, and you can get it on SammyA.com if you already have it. If not, go check it out. It's about friendship, and brought my friends here to talk about friendship, and I actually tell some stories in there. You guys are a part of the book. I don't know if you know that or not, but you're in there.
I haven't got my copy yet.
And you don't have your copy yet. I don't have a copy yet either, but I promise you will get. I'll call my people. I'll make them call your people, and you'll get a copy. And so it's still at the editors right now. But by the time you're watching this, it'll be out. So you can go download it, SammyA.com. But in the book, I kind of talk about 3 different themes about friendship. I talk about vulnerability. I talk about being available, being a good friend. And then I talk about being intentional. And one of the things that I appreciate about our friendship is that I feel like there was a lot of intentionality, right? You know, people have heard us tell all the stories in 20 years and how did that start? And not only were we intentional in our friendships, but we were intentional really in doing something that I think I encourage people to do a lot in this book, to just say, hey, like, make the ask, right? You know, it's weird because you're used to, like, if you want to go out with a girl or a guy, you ask them out. But with friendships, we just kind of, most of us just hope it happens to us, you know? And so I challenge people in the book to, like, be intentional. And so I think it's interesting that we actually had those stories. And so, Chris, I'll have you go first, because I remember you mentioning this, that you actually asked me. Do you remember that story? And it was, like, really nice and awkward. But can you
Yeah,
talk
it
about
was.
that?
I don't remember all the details.
But we had been friends for a while.
Yeah, I remember, so I lived in a house that was like next door to your house, but it was considered like, it was like the guy's
We needed an extension. It was
Yeah,
literally behind the guy's house.
Yeah, it was like the multi-site. It was
Yeah.
like before multi-site.
Before multi-site, yes.
And so I remember I invited you to come over, and I think I made like chicken fingers or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. We were just we needed to eat dinner, so
Yeah.
or maybe it was pizza rolls. I can't remember. Yeah. And I just was like, "Hey, do you want to be like best friends?"
Yeah.
It was something like that.
It was something awkward like
I'm
that,
sure it was
yeah.
a more like meandering, awkward way.
Yeah,
of
background
saying it.
music playing, candles and everything. No, not really.
And yeah, I just did, and you were like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be great."
Let's do it.
And
yeah.
I mean, I think it was not quite that way, but it was something along those lines. Yeah. And I remember kind of like, I will tell people about that sometimes, and they'll be like, "You did what?" Like, nobody does that. And I was like, "Oh, maybe more people should do that."
Yeah. Yeah. Like we actually had the conversation and we had the ask, you know, and it worked, apparently. Like we're still here.
Apparently,
You know,
yes.
it was really good. And so, but Royce, you and I had a similar interaction maybe like a year or so before that, the other way around. And I've told this story many times. I think I tell the story in the book, actually. But I'm curious to hear from your perspective. Do you remember this conversation? I'm hoping I'm not the only one that remembers. You know.
Well, I remember that we had known each other for a little while before this. I think I even remember meeting you at it was like some fall retreat or something.
Yes, yep.
And I think I remember you were just sitting, I don't know if we were doing something outside, you were just sitting there on a bench by yourself, and I was like, I'm gonna get to know this shy and reserved
African kid.
Yeah,
with
he
a fro.
like doesn't look like he knows anyone here.
Yeah, because I didn't. No, just kidding.
But then I remember, we started hanging out and do all these things. Going
we
to
were in
Bible
chemistry
study.
class together.
Yep,
Yeah, Dr.
chemistry
Jorgensen.
class.
Yeah.
And then I remember, I think it was because we had that morning chemistry class
Yes.
together.
Yes.
I knew you were coming, you were riding the bus, right?
Yes.
Like that's how you would get to
So I
class
lived
every
downtown.
morning.
I would ride the bus that would drop me off, like right in front of campus, close to where you lived, for chemistry class in the morning. Yeah.
So eventually, and you can fill in the gaps here, I don't remember how, but you started coming over.
Yes.
I think maybe
So
either before or after
So I remember
class.
the first time. So we were getting out of chemistry class, and I'm like, I like this guy, you know. I'm like, I want to ask him to be my friend, you know. And again, it's like a weird thing because I actually had done that before. So several weeks before, there was another guy that was in our group that I had the conversation Chris had with me. I was like, hey man, like you want to be like really good friends? And he said no. I was like, what? He did. I'll tell you who later. I don't want to say it.
Oh
No,
my gosh. I didn't know that.
Oh, I remember like it was yesterday, sitting in the driveway. We had just gone bowling with our whole group of friends. He was dropping me off at the apartment. We sat in the driveway. I'm like, hey man, like I'm like so nervous. You know how nervous you are when you're asking a girl out? It felt like that, you know? And I'm like, hey man, I did the whole speech like I love, and he's just like, no, I don't really want to do that. And it was so awkward, and I got out of the car, and I walked, I'm like, don't look back. And I went up to my apartment, and I cried, and ate ice cream and watched TV. No, it was really sad.
That is sad,
It
yeah.
was so sad. I was like, he said no, I couldn't believe it because I took a risk. And so, but then several weeks later,
Yeah.
Royce and I think we were on campus by the chem lab. I don't know, we were walking, and so like, I don't remember what I said, but something along the lines like, hey man, like, want to be like friends? I mean, we were already friends,
Right,
but you know,
right.
like, you want to be like best friends? And I don't know how you said it, but all I remember, you said something about like, you asked me if I like Hot Pockets or something like that, you know? And I was like, I'm this kid from Africa, I didn't know what Hot Pocket was. I was like, oh yeah, I love Hot Pockets. That sounds great. And so you were like,
they all
hey,
have cheese in them, you know?
They do all have cheese in them. But I didn't care because I just wanted a friend. And so then he was like, I think you invited me over. You're like, hey, I live in
Come on
University
over.
Hills. Come on over before our chemistry class in the morning. I'll make you some Hot Pockets. And I don't know why we're eating Hot Pockets in the morning, but
I had very little in my apartment.
yeah,
With lots of
had
Hot
Pockets and ramen, you know. And so I'll take the bus and I'll stop by your apartment every morning before class, and we would eat Hot Pockets and play some illegally downloaded games and music on your computer for a little bit. Royce was like the king of like pirated content.
We don't talk about that
All
these
those,
days.
all those
He's a new
warnings.
man now. He's
Yeah.
repented, you know, and he's in the ministry now. But back in his dark days, there was nothing on the web that Royce couldn't find for us.
Right.
And so you had to.
He had the disc burner. He would
You had the
always
disc
burn.
burner. You were like.
Oh, yeah.
You were pretty intense, you know. And so, but anyways, so yeah, but we had that conversation and that was just kind of the beginning.
What's so neat to hear that? I didn't know that someone had rejected you
Yeah,
weeks
man.
before that.
Yeah,
it makes
bro.
that moment
It's a
even
true
more
story.
epic,
I
right?
was waiting for you to be like, nope, and I was gonna be like, I hate America, I'm going back home. I was like, gonna call my mom, like, I'm coming back. These guys hate me, but you said yes, and it's, I mean, it sounds cliche to say, but like, you know, looking back now at our friendship all these years, like I'll take 20 no's for the one chance of like what we've experienced in 20 years. And that's part of what I always try and tell people is like it's not like you're gonna get rejected. You're gonna try to be. Sometimes it just doesn't work. Sometimes it's chemistry. Sometimes it's distance. Sometimes it's life. But unless we're willing to take a risk and be super intentional, then we don't put ourselves in a position to really experience something pretty epic. And so we went from awkward conversations about being best friends to like 20 years and being in each other's weddings. You know, we helped Chris with his engagement. I don't know, I feel like we could sit here and tell stories forever, but we need to take a break. We're running out of time. We're gonna come back. Yeah! Hey, welcome back. I got a guitar. You got a guitar. Everybody gets a guitar. Woo! This is great. Okay, so back in the day, so these two are great musicians, me, not so much. Well, back in the day when we lived at the guy's house, I asked Royce to teach me how to play the guitar, and I realized it was too hard. So I'm like, just teach me like 2 chords. And so he taught me 2 chords. It's G. Let me see if I can remember. I haven't done this in like years. G, and then what's the next one?
C.
And then, is that right? Okay, so he taught me 2 chords.
You get that on the mic?
And then I ended up, no. And then I ended up writing a song, which is pretty amazing. And so you can download it on Spotify. Just kidding. No, it's not on Spotify.
I mean, not that many people could say they've written a song.
Thank you. I am
have.
proud. I wrote a song, and it's called Sammy's Happy Song. And so just to close out the show, we're going to play the songs, and my friends are going to help me because they're a lot better musicians than I am. And so before we play the song, I'm going to teach you guys the song. I need you guys to sing along, okay? It's called Sammy's Happy Song. And so I'm going to say, this is Sammy's, and then you say happy song, okay? This is Sammy's happy song. This is Sammy's happy song. This is his happy, 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 happy song. Again, happy, 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 happy song. You got it? Yeah. Let's try it one more time before we sing it. This is Sammy's happy song. This is Sammy's happy song. This is his happy, 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 happy song. Happy, 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 happy song. You guys ready? Can we do this?
Ready.
All right, I need you guys to help me carry the beats, okay? All right, so should I start it? And I got verses for these two.
Yeah,
so
let's
okay,
go.
so it's pretty good. Okay.
One strum
so
verses.
1, 2, 3, go. This is Sammy's happy song. This is Sammy's happy song. This is his happy, 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 happy song. Come on. Happy, 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 happy song. One more time. This is Sammy's happy song. This is Sammy's happy song. This is his happy, 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 happy song. My happy, 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 happy song. All right, here we go. So don't judge me for this. I wrote this a long, long time ago, before I met Jesus and became mature. I was a single college student writing the happy song, and I thought, what are the things that make me happy? And so I was like, you know what makes me happy? Ice cream makes me happy. So I wrote a verse on ice cream. Here we go. Whether I'm awake or it's in a dream, my favorite thing to do is to eat ice cream. I couldn't let's start over again. Wait, it's been a while, yeah? Okay, okay, let's try again. Whether I'm awake or it's in a dream, my favorite thing to do is to eat ice cream. My favorite kind is cookie dough. I couldn't rhyme with cookie dough. Too much ice cream gives me diarrhea, And diarrhea gives me poopy pants. Poopy, 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 poopy pants. Come on, poopy, 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 poopy pants. And this is Sammy's, I'm lactose intolerant, happy song. This is Sammy's, come on.
Happy song.
This is his happy, 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 happy song. Come on now. Happy, 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 happy song. Poopy pants. Poopy, 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 poopy pants. Sing it, don't be shy.
Poopy, 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 poopy pants.
Okay. All right, so this next verse, I wrote about being a guy. I love being a guy. And
Amen.
I tried to remember the lyrics earlier today, but I actually forgot the second line. So I'm just gonna, just mumble that part.
Sounds good.
But the rest works. Being a guy is not complex. Na 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 na. I don't shower much. I pick my nose. I'll leave the toilet seat up and wear stinky clothes. Girls love cats. Guys say they love cats, but when girls aren't looking, guys are kicking cats. Kicking, 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 kicking cats. Come on now. Kicking, 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 kicking cats. This is Sammy's. Come on, this is Sammy's happy song. This is his happy, 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 happy song. Happy, 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 happy song. Poopy pants. Poopy, 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 poopy pants. Poopy, 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 poopy. Kicking cats. We're kicking, 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 kicking cats. We're kicking, 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 kicking cats. And happy, 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 happy song. Happy, 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 happy song. It's my happy, 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 happy song. Happy, 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 happy song. It's our happy, 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 happy song. Happy, 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 happy song. That's it. Yeah. Woo! Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Hope you enjoyed that as much as we did. Thanks to the crew for everything. Couldn't do this without you. Thanks to my guests, Royce and Chris. Thank you to David. Thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Don't do anything I don't do twice. And remember, like we always say, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go with a friend. See you next time. Bye. Woo! It's catchy, I'm telling you. You're going to be singing a movie song all night.